Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Ruben Amorim press conference reaction show. Good evening, everybody. Oh, shut up. My voice in the background. Maybe jump. Get out here, man. Right, let's try that again. Big up to every single one you live and locks in this evening. Much appreciated. We are here for Ruben Amorim press conference reaction, where I will be listening to Ruben Amorim's press conference for the Tottenham Hotspur game, and I might even listen to Ange Postecoglou's press conference as well. Oh yeah, I'll sort that out now. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, dear me. Another stinker and hooks moment for me for getting that. Put it on subscribers only mode. Yeah, I will. I'll get that sorted now. Right. Where are we? Here we go. So we want to go here, don't we? And we want to go to subscribers only modes. Subscribers. Yeah. We'll save that. There we go. There you go. Subscribers only mode is now turned on. Brilliant. Right, so big up to every single one of you live and locked in this evening. Much appreciated. If you're new to our YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the excuse me. Oh, going well, innit? Why not consider hitting the subscribe button as I upload plenty of Manchester United content, and I talk about loads of other things apart from football. And please subscribe as well to my football channel. I've just finished doing a live watch along in the Chelsea game, where obviously Chelsea lost 3-0 to Brighton this evening. And pinned on top of the live chat and in the description is my channel membership. I have a level 1 and level 2 membership. Why not consider becoming a channel member today if you wish to see members only videos and get early access to new videos? You can find all the information pinned on top and a live chat. But Ruben Amorim, he's been speaking ahead of the Tottenham Hotspur game, so let's see what he's been saying, shall we? It's some trolls people coming in. Yep. Angry. Yep, Day 14 is Stephen. So's Michael.Chelsea FC as well. He is Stephen. I've been listening to his stream before I went live, honestly. He is absolutely mega Stephen. So, right, here we go. Ruben Amorim press conference. Nine minutes 40. Wow, this is quite a long one. So, yeah, we'll listen to it. Let's listen to what he's been saying.
It's been a week or so since we've seen you. How good was that to have that time on the training ground? And in terms of the injured players, are you able to provide an update on when we might see Mason Mount, Luke Shaw, or Johnny Evans?
No, it was a good week until 2 days ago. We had some problems also, so we don't have players back. Maybe we'll have one of two issues, but we are waiting. We have one player also is sick, so we'll see the team on weekend. But it was good to work with the team, to feel the players, and to try to improve our performance.
So when you look at setbacks in terms of injuries,
yes.
Serious? I know it doesn't feel like you're going to give us any names, but
No. We will see at the weekend.
How big is this match?
I said, don't give anything away to the press and media, because you know what they try and do? They try and spin it. So, yeah, well done. You answered that correctly there.
Against Tottenham, obviously two sides that have a lot of expectation but haven't lived up to expectations.
Yeah, every game until the end of the season is a big game for us. We need to improve the way.
We do need to improve. You know, we're down in 13th place, which is fucking ridiculous for this football club's standards. So we got to improve. 100% we have to improve.
we play football, but especially we need to win. No matter what, we need to win. And for that, we need to improve the way we play football.
Ruben, there's been more news this week about potential redundancies at the club, and Ineos have obviously had issues with Ben Ainsley and had issues with the New Zealand Rugby Union. Are you concerned at all that that's going to have any impact on your attempts to rebuild this team over the summer?
Why are we bringing up the New Zealand rugby team in this press conference? This is a football press conference. Get the fuck out of here, man. What are we doing here?
Our biggest problem now is Tottenham. We know that the moment of the club, of course, we do. I have to understand all these problems, but that problem of our club is not new. You already knew all the rules of fair play. We have a problem at the moment, but that cannot influence the way I coach the team and prepare the next game. So my focus is on that and not in the other things.
Well, as a coach, you have to feel as though you're going to be able to make things better, and you always plan forward. Every coach does that. So that surely has an impact on whatever discussions you're
here is simple. To do something, we need to sell players. So that is my focus is to prepare the game. We cannot do now. The window is closed. We need to focus on the games that we have, especially the next one, and then in the summer we will see.
Ruben, we know that the club's got an ambitious target to win their 21st title by 2028. Was that something that was mentioned to you when you joined? And also, do you think that...
No fucking chance. With this current model, if you think we're going to win our first title, our 21st title in 2028, you're having a fucking laugh. It's not happening. No chance. Not under this ownership. Nah, get out here, man.
Some realistic targets have.
Yes, we talk about that. We would our focus. I said since the day one, our focus is to win the Premier League. And we.
Unfortunately, Ruben Amorim, we're a long way off of that yet, mate. You know, winning the Premier League. I mean, let's get everything right here. Let's absolutely get it right.
And change everything in a few years. I don't know how long it's going to take. In this moment, we are in a difficult situation. The way we play, the games that we don't win, we know that, but we need to work every day and to focus on the little steps. Winning the next game, prepare very well the next summer, and then we will see.
Ruben, Ange Postecoglou has been criticised at times this season for sticking to his principles. How important is it that as a coach you don't deviate away from your philosophy, and do you admire him for that?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan on Ange Postecoglou. Of course, I'm from a different culture. I'm Portuguese, and you know all the Portuguese coaches, they can adapt, and I adapt. The simple thing is that I use one system in the moment, because I believe if you work on that system, you can play in different system at the same time. So that is my idea. But we are not winning games. And I understand the connection between me and Ange. We have the same problems. In my opinion, with all due respect.
Like I said in my preview earlier on, it looks like that both managers are being very stubborn, that they refuse to change their style of play. So, yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. But I honestly believe Ruben Amorim needs to change the style of play, but he won't, because he believes in the system.
Yes, I'm in a bigger club with a bigger pressure, so I understand the connection, and I think it's really important a coach to have to follow his principles.
Damien, clearly Postecoglou was under a bit of pressure with the results they had. Can you afford to feel any sympathy for him?
Of course, I feel, especially because he's a good guy. He's a very good coach. He wants to play football in the right way.
He is. I think he is a good coach, Ange Postecoglou. But again, the problem is he's too stubborn to change the style of play.
And that is for me is a good thing. And we know that again when we choose this kind of profession, there is a lot of good things, but then you have to feel that pressure when you don't win.
Thank you. Ruben, away from home, there seems to be a bit more relaxation with your team. A lot of pressure at home and all the home records not fantastic at the moment. Can you feel like yourself within the players?
I feel it in the game, the performance, because you see it, I see it, I see the same thing. And sometimes when you, especially in the big games, when you are like a little bit the underdog, and that is the thing that we should not feel in any game, because we are Manchester United. But I feel the play.
Absolutely, we should not feel like the underdog here. I mean, we're Manchester United Football Club, for fuck's sake.
Is more free. But then when you have to win the game, you have to be more dominant in every aspect of the game. I feel that we are not there, quite there. So I feel the team, sometimes the feeling is different when we play away.
You mentioned the summer. I know it's only just been January closed, but fans would be interested to know what the landscape might look like, because it feels like it's going to be an important window for you to get players to fit your style. Is that the case that you need to sell to buy even in the summer?
Yeah, you know the rules better than me. So our focus is to win these games, and then we have time to focus on that. I'm really focused on winning the next game.
Again, I know I asked about Chido Obi last week, but did you see his performance in the week for youth team and at academy level? Do you see any players possibly coming into the first team?
I don't want to say names because we have to be careful on that. They are working with us. We had some problems this week. We call some young players to be in our training, so we will have that evaluation He's one of them.
Chris. Hi, Ruben. The 12-point gap between the bottom three and where you are right now, it seems like a big gap on the surface. Is it dangerous to kind of feel safe at this stage? Do you think it's dangerous to kind of fall back on that cushion?
No, we are not. It's impossible. If you see that the table, is impossible to feel any type of comfortable in this moment. We just want to win.
There is no way we are in any comfort zone whatsoever. You know, we're mathematically not safe. So this is why we got to win matches. So come on, Manchester United, step it up.
To improve our performance, because we are Manchester United. We are always talking about the same thing.
Yes, we are Manchester United. But this current model we got, this isn't Manchester United. It's as simple as that.
It doesn't matter the distance for up and down. We need to win the next game, and we need to improve, and we need to perform better. So there is no comfortable in any situation in this club.
There's been a couple of instances recently of players leaving the club and then going to other clubs and maybe showing their qualities. Anthony started well at Betis, took on McTominay before your time at Napoli. Do you think that shows how difficult it is for a player to perform here, that the pressure and the spotlight is so great that when perhaps they move somewhere else, they kind of feel, I don't know, liberated, that bit more freedom perhaps?
I don't know. Sometimes it's like that. It can happen in any club. This is a club with a lot of pressure, and then in this kind of club, we have to have like a base of a team to put younger players, talented players that came from abroad, that come to a team that he has one strong base that can help them to cope with that pressure. In this moment, we don't have it, so it's really hard also on them. And you feel it in Dorgu. He was a little bit nervous in the first moment, but if you are playing better as a team, you are a strong core that can cope with this and are winning games and are really strong in the games, like it was supposed to be in this kind of club. It will be more easy for these kind of players to be free to play football. But football is like that. When we reach that level, you need to cope with the pressure. And sometimes they go to other clubs and they are more free without pressure and they play better. I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, just really quite a straightforward press conference, really. But the one thing what just got on my nerves was why we talk out the New Zealand rugby team for when this is a football press conference. I mean, come on, man, what are we doing here? Seriously, the press and media like to ask so much fucking stupid questions at the end of the day. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right, you know. Sick and tired of it, man. Really am. Right, let's have a listen to what Ange Postologu's been saying, shall we? And Postologu press conference. Here we go. Oh, 20 minutes. Wow. Really? Man United. Here we go.
There we go. Shall we start with some good injury news, Ange? Because I don't think those words have been in a sentence, have they, for a while? The joy at having the likes of Vicario, Maddison and Destiny back and what that gives you on Sunday in terms of fresh bodies, but fresh minds and people raring to go, I imagine.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's been a good week, fair to say, in terms of the health and well-being of the group of young men I look after. I think that the guys who have been playing have benefited a fair bit from having a couple of days off and just regenerating. I think that's been really important for us. And on the injury front, certainly good to have some significant players back for training purposes to start with, because it just raised the level and quality of our training, and but also in terms of helping us from a playing perspective. Vicario, yes, trained really well. He's good to go. Mattis is good to go. And then we've had Destiny, Wilson, Brendan also training with the group, and they're in a good space as well. So obviously it's been a good training week.
In terms of Romero and Van der Ven, obviously we've seen bits of Van der Ven, haven't we? And you were a bit more hopeful that they might be back around now. Has there been a sort of setback, or you're just having to be super, super cautious?
No, it's not either. It's about sort of like I said with Mickey. It's just we made a decision, and I was certainly the catalyst of that to just have a look at exactly beyond the injury how we can get him back in a good space. So he's doing some different things. He's working with some different people, just to not as much about the injury as much about just the mechanics of him, and because we want him back, and we want him back in a real good space, and he's training, he feels really good.
This is the thing. Tottenham Hotspur had a lot of injuries this season, but I do feel Ange Postecoglou needs to take a bit of accountability, for literally refusing to change his style of play, because they play such a high line, and Tottenham with these injuries, they just do not have the players to handle it. So yeah, he definitely needs to change it. But again, he's not going to change it. Like Ruben Amorim is not going to change his. Both of them to me are being very, very stubborn at the end of the day.
Still confident it's going to be, his return is imminent, but we just want to make sure we get it right. With Romero, it's just been a kind of healing issue. The injury hadn't healed up as quickly as we thought it would, which again we could have pushed him, risked it, but we've kind of just waited and given it a bit more time, so we'll get some clear indication as to his healing. And depending on that, again, his return could be imminent as well.
And I know we spoke a bit about United this morning, but when Ruben Amorim came in, he came in with a very clear way of the way he wanted to play football, and I mean something you obviously aspired to do as well. And how much respect do you have to give him, given the noise going on, given the problems that are clearly going on at that club, in terms of him keeping what he wants to do in that kind of, in that focus?
Yeah, look, I mean, I've got respect for all
Big up,
how
Adam.
tough it is. But I'm sure if you asked Ruben, that he would say, well, he's just doing what he was brought in to do. And there's no point, he's come in to, obviously they've scouted him, they've identified him, the way he plays, the way he goes about his business. You don't just make these appointments because, you like the look of someone. You do actually a lot of work, and you bring him in with a purpose. Now, if anyone believes that anything can change significantly in a short space of time, we're living in an alternate universe. It's not based in reality, I'm sure if I might sort of advise anybody, but if Man United stuck with Ruben for the next 2 years, they'd see progress, absolutely, because that's how long it takes. And if somebody can show me,
Not too sure under this ownership, and to be honest, I can't see Manchester United getting very far at the moment. But be more positive, Mr. Joshy J. Look, I'm a realistic fan, okay, when it comes to my football club. And I know for sure that we are a long way off from competing for Premier League titles. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But is it acceptable? No, it's not sustainable, man, whatsoever. Absolutely shocking.
somebody who's done it quicker without significant investment, by all means, put it across my desk and I'll follow that blueprint. But we know there's a blueprint there. And, I'm sure, irrespective of the noise, and like I said, I've only literally spoken to Ruben maybe for 30 seconds at a game. I'm sure he's there and he's going, what I'm going to do what I was brought in to do. And that's what he should do.
Ian, please.
Yeah, he should be able to do what he wants to do. I agree with Ange Postecoglou. Ruben Amorim should be able to, control things how he wants to. But, sadly, that is not going to happen at the moment under this ownership, which is why Glazers need to fuck off. So does Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his Ineos group as well. Fuck off, man. Get out of here. But a lot of people out with their girlfriends like Josh, look, I'm single, Adam, and I honestly believe Valentine's Day is very, very overrated, mate. Honestly. Pick up Ruben Amorim, Josh, mate. Absolutely, Adam.
Hi, Ange, how are you?
I'm good.
So Romero and Van de Ven possibly back imminently. Can you be more specific?
No, mate, because it's I'm not a doctor, and also, as I keep saying, there's...
Again, the media ask such fucking stupid questions. Honestly, immediately, Ange Postecoglou was like, no, mate, I have no more information. These bloody journalists trying to spin the narrative. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
There's a barrier that you can't cross when you're talking about people, and whether that's injuries or medically. As I said, I'm not, unless you want to call me a liar, what I'm saying is that both of them are training. There's evidence of that if you want that. Both of them are in a good place in terms of their recovery. Different.
You don't even need to say there's evidence, because, these journalists would just try and spin the question. It's managers need to stop answering to the press and that. So what if they get fucking fined? Just don't give anything away, yeah?
reasons we've held both back, and once they're right, they'll be in.
I most certainly was not calling you a liar. And I'm just thinking because you've now got seemingly from the outside all or nothing.
Good evening, Mr. Takeaway. Good evening to you, Hayden Cox. Bush, big up to you, mate. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining me this evening. Yeah, that kebab I had was lovely. Absolutely lovely.
No, and we're not all or nothing on anything. We still want to progress in the league. You know, it's, you know, we're not happy with the position we're in. There's still significant games. Otherwise, it's only a few games.
Same as with Manchester United. You know, I'm not happy with the position we're in. Must win for tomorrow for my team. Oh yeah, Hayden Cox. Who you playing again, mate? Let me know down below in the chat who you're playing.
Games to go. There's still a lot of football we played in the league, and we want to address our league position and finish the season strong. And alongside that, like you said, you've
take the point against Spurs.
Obviously, the
I do not want them to do the hat trick. I'm fed up of them. They've already done the double over us this season, so a hat trick would be embarrassing, completely embarrassing.
The league now is a great focus for us with us being out of the other cups, but we're not saving anyone for anything because ultimately what I want is...
Oh, Bournemouth. Wow, that will be fucking tough, mate. Honestly, we've got Bournemouth, a tricky game, but if we want to stay up, we need to win. We haven't got a point at home in the Premier League since November. Oh yeah, against Everton, wasn't it? The last time you won at home was against Everton. Then you won away from home as well against Ipswich.
Mickey and Romero have had disrupted seasons in that, you know, they've got injured, come back, got injured again. I don't want the same scenario. You know, whilst it may look with Mickey like we had a false start with the Elswell thing, I just thought he gave us an indication of where he's at. And we could have pushed on, absolutely. We could have pushed on Romero, but my view is let's get him back and get him back right till the end.
Yeah, not sustainable going so long at home without getting the points. Stephen, yeah, nowhere near good enough at home, mate. Michael.CLCFC, oh, big up to you, mate. Big up Joshy J. My exciting rants will be within the hour, geezer. Bring back Ardon Roman. Oh, I'll be live for that, mate. I'm not doing anything else, so I'll be watching that too, right? Land your fucking minerals, mate.
The season, so that we give them a chance as well to kind of make a contribution to hopefully a strong finish for us.
And finally, undoubtedly, this has been probably one of your best weeks.
But why don't you back Jim? But it's because he is absolutely ruining people's lives and he has no idea how to run the football club at the end of the day. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right. But listening to these press conferences, these journalists ask such fucking stupid questions. It's pathetic.
The whole season because you've had a chance to.
We haven't had a game.
We haven't had a game, yeah.
And we haven't lost.
Yeah, get two of them out, mate. If you got another spoon, get two of them out like what I did.
Yeah, it's been a decent week, yeah. Fair to say.
I was going to mention the losing, you know.
That's all right.
But in all seriousness, do you feel like your old self again? Because there've been times the last few weeks whereby
I've been grumpy.
You've been a little bit grumpy, yeah.
Fair enough too.
Yeah,
it's like I've had to do this 3 times a week, sometimes on 0 sleep. Cut me a little bit of slack. I mean, you know, I can't be bubbly and cheery all the time. No, look, I fair to say,
Ange Postolagu's responses are brilliant, honestly. But you are angry, man, Mr. Joshy J. No way am I angry. You know, if a mutant said that to me, I'll put them right in the bin. But I know you're not a mutant, and you know you're talking like a mutant. But if you were a mutant, I'll put you in the bin for that because, you know, why do you think I'm angry? Yeah, it's because I have elite, high standards.
I appreciated the fact there wasn't a game this week, yeah, for sure. I mean, I had dinner with my family last night. My boys said, seems like you haven't had a game for a while, Dad. You know, it's only been 4 days, but that's the cycle we've all been in, and not just me, the other coaches. It's certainly, you know, when you're going at it all the time, you do.
You and me both, Hayden Cox. We absolutely fucking hate it. Both of us hate it at the highest level, mate. Let's get the narrative right here. PR can get in the bin. Love it when you do it with aggressive voice in our voice notes. Yeah. Like, you go, nuts. Then I reply, sustainable. Then you go, P. Then I reply, R. Put Hayden Cox in the bin, Josh, mate. Laugh out loud. Oh, big up to you, Ratterstocks. Big up to you, mate. Good evening. Oh, big up to you as well, Tony, from Early Doors Football TV. I hope you're well. I hope your day's going good. And I'm going to be doing a live show tomorrow on your football club. I'm going to talk about West Ham tomorrow evening on my football channel. So when you get an opportunity, make sure you catch up with that whenever you're available. Be free for you to catch up. But yeah, I'm going to be giving my thoughts and opinions on West Ham because I haven't really spoken too much about them on my football channel. So yeah, I think it's about time I spoke about your football club, mate. So yeah, will do indeed. Yeah. And obviously, I'm going to be talking from a neutral perspective. You know, the time, who was it you had? Lopetegui. Yeah, how it was such a shocking appointment and that. And why I think Graham Potter is the right man for you guys at the moment. So yeah, I look forward to doing that. Ha ha ha, love it, mate.
Get into this cycle.
Pick up all the chat.
Bit of a grind, but you know you have to do it. There's no alternative. I can't not do things that I'm responsible for. So having the opportunity of, like I said, even this, not having to front up, you know, 2 or 3 times and kind of answer the same kinds of questions allows you to sort of just take a breath and yeah, hopefully I'm back to whatever I was before. But
You do feel like a new man.
I'm the same man. I feel like the same man I've always been, and you know, I'm sure that grumpiness will emerge at the appropriate time.
Freedom.
And how important is it?
Big up to you, Kai. Thank you for joining me this evening. I haven't done my roundup of other teams yet. Might do them in 1 week. Yeah, there's plenty of time. You know, maybe during the international break, because there's an international break coming up in March. So that might be literally the best time to do it if you're available then during like the international break and that. Sancho's washed. Sorry for not being in the chat. I've just been busy. No, that's okay. And besides, yeah, we'll finish listening to this press conference. Then I'm going to call out this shameless football club for advertising retro merch earlier. Oh, yeah, I not forgot about that. We scammed at Chelsea like they scammed us with Mount. Yeah, thanks.
Have Vicario and maybe Madison.
Yeah, I agree, mate.
Yeah, massive. Yeah, you know, both of them, particularly Vic, because with Vic.
Yeah, we do, Ratterstocks. We need to win on Sunday. A 3-point lane. Yeah, I mean, we cannot afford a hat-trick defeats against Tottenham. I mean, just imagine if they do the hat-trick on us. How fucking embarrassing.
It's not just he's an outstanding goalkeeper. You know, even training today, he's such a presence amongst the boys. He's you know, he really gets everyone going, and you know, it's been tough without him because you know we've used 3 other goalkeepers, and then all of them have contributed. You know, none of them have sort of let us down. It's just that you know.
Wonder what his case would look like on Sunday.
He's got this
wait,
strong
find out.
personality. So great to have him back, and Matt is the same. You know, he's.
I'm looking forward to that 25 million. We are going to see Chelsea. We'll have to pay his 350k wages. That's an up yours to Chelsea. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Matt has got enormous self-belief, and that sort of filters through the team as well. So I think the energy and, like I said, experience they bring, I've already noticed the training will certainly make a difference for us.
And isn't a doggy able to start if you need them, or is it more a bench role?
Matt is a possibility. Destiny, he's, with the guys who've missed a little bit more. I mean, Matt has sort of been the shorter term one. We'll see whether they start or on the bench. I mean, again, looking at our schedule, we've got another good week next week where no game, we can train, and then we've got a midweeker. And what I really want is to get to that space. We've got a midweeker where
if J-Lo doesn't join, we are screwed and embarrassed. Guy Perez, is that what you said? Sorry if I said that wrong, but good evening to you, J-Lo. By the way, thank you for joining me this evening. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've seen you on here, but big up to you anyway. And no more Chelsea rejects. Facts, Ratchet Socks. Yep.
The likes of Destiny, Wilson, Brennan.
The sporting striker, yeah. I get who you're talking about, yeah. I mean, we need a proper striker. I mean, Sirski and Hoyland are not going to score you loads of goals in the season. They're just not. No point in buying Gigres if we can't get him service. Yeah, this is the problem. Half the time the forwards aren't getting the service, but I feel they should be doing a lot more themselves as well.
No, at a stretch. Or get some game time so that, if we need to rotate for Ipswich into City, that these guys have played significant minutes.
It's interesting earlier you were saying about working with Mickey on maybe the mechanics of his body. Yeah. Is that because of the previous hamstring injuries before Spurs as well? Is that kind of just...
Yeah, it's just him understanding his body. Look, it's not my space, but,
there's no point in buying a striker because there are players cross the ball and don't play into striker. Yeah.
He's he's an elite athlete, but he's also at the extremities of kind of speed and with all those kind of athletes, there are different methodologies in how to get to the space where they can perform at that optimum level without putting their body at risk. And so, he's still a very young man in terms of footballing, both experience and his career. So we want to get it right because, all you want is
big up to Kai. Adam there.
Level, and this gives us an opportunity, hopefully, to kind of address as much as we can in season to give them the best chance of getting back to the level he can get to.
Very quickly, just the last one. First chance to ask you about the Europa League squad changes you made.
Yeah, I agree, Kai. 100%.
Can you just explain the three changes?
Yeah, pretty straightforward. I mean, obviously with Rada going down, we're kind of short a central defender there, and with Mickey and Romero still, we've got to see when they get back. I think it made sense for us to bring Kevin and Jed back into the squad, and obviously, keen to bring Matty in as well. That's why we signed him. So we can only make the three changes. We're obviously still kind of limited because we don't have sort of club trained, and that's going to be an issue for us for the next couple of years. So that kind of limits the opportunities for us to tinker anymore. But with the three changes, I thought that were the logical ones.
Hi, Ange. From what you're saying, it sounded like Vicario's still the number one goalkeeper. Now he's back. Just wondering how you see the relationship between him and Kinski, and how well Kinski's done and how he can progress as well.
He's still the number one. I mean, he got injured when we beat Man City and we were fifth on the table, so he wasn't dropped. So he was injured, so he's back now. And
but on the other hand, do I want to ruin Chido, Obi, Martin in this wank team? I'm not sure. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, because they could come in and could be major flops as well.
Certainly, we're happy to have him back. I've been really happy with Tony.
Even 21 soon well. Yeah, he is. I mean, look at him. Unbelievable. Fair play. Just goes to show he doesn't quite fit this system. But he's gone out on loan and he's absolutely landing it at Real Betis.
I mean, obviously, he made the mistake, but his reaction to that was, I thought, outstanding for a 21-year-old in that environment to bounce back from a mistake like that. I mean, we've thrown him in and given him some enormous tasks with very little sort of preparation, and I just think he's going to be an outstanding goalkeeper. And Brandon as well, has really grown through this period. So I know Birchie's really happy now with the goalkeeping group, in that we've got a really strong goalkeeping group now that can push each other and really
saying that Man United
into the club.
The next
we think he's going to be an outstanding
from Brighton,
and
he
be
is
one to work alongside than Vic.
No,
Don Carlo Ancelotti. Now, I do like Don Carlo Ancelotti, but I am fully behind Ruben Amorim for now. I'm not going to judge Ruben Amorim yet until he brings in his own players. That's when I will fully think, is he the right man or not? But what's he meant to do when he's got a dead squad in a moment, like with Eric Ten Hag players, failed players? So yeah, I'm fully behind Ruben Amorim. But I do like Don Carlo, though.
Villa, and obviously you got asked about your style of play after that game, and I was also looking at the data, and the intensity's been dialed down maybe for the last 4 games for obvious reasons. But I was wondering, with the week off, with players coming back, can you kind of go back towards what you believe in?
We never stop going towards what we believe in. It's just that
Chelsea make me laugh. Looks like no trophies in this season.
About players who are fatigued, tired, mentally, physically, facing enormous challenges with 60-hour interval.
Don't want no more managers at United, do they, Josh?
There wasn't.
No, we got to literally.
It does give us
get behind Amorim
to sort of re-energise,
because he can't do much with this squad. Then we can judge when he brings in his own players,
and hopefully allow us to better execute the kind of football we want to play.
That style of football you're known for, that's going to continue really from now on, do you hope? Is that the kind of aim and plan?
It's always been the aim, but it's never changed. It's never wavered from that. That's the kind of football we want to play. It's the kind of team we want to be. And
United fans flip-flop. Much Villa fans are saying Rashford is the best thing since sliced bread. They will soon find out. He'll go back to his old lazy and can't be arsed. Yeah, I like Amorim. Wouldn't even blame him if he fails with this shit show for club. But would have loved Ancelotti Ferguson 2.0 in man management. Facts. I mean, if we got him in like in his earlier days, I reckon he would have been brilliant, to be honest, Don Carlo Ancelotti. And I still think he is a brilliant manager. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if Real Madrid go and win the La Liga this season and possibly win the Champions League again, because they just have the elite mentality. Oh, how I wish my football club had the elite mentality. Like Ruben Amorim, don't we, Josh? Yeah, I'm fully behind him, Adam. Michael going to do rant stream tonight. Oh, yes, he is. And he said 2 spoons might be coming out. Anyway, we got 6 minutes left of Ange Postecoglou's press conference. We'll carry on listening to the end of that. Then I'm going to turn the football club a new arsehole for literally advertising retro merch. Yeah. We'll listen to the end of this, then I'll turn them a new arsehole for that.
With like I said, the next sort of 2 to 3 weeks allows us to both get some players back, which will help with our training, help with our preparation, help with our sort of ability to rotate, but also
I will be. I'll be watching that later
between games to reach those levels.
Thanks. Hi, Andrew. Just wanted to ask one about Sonny. Just as captain, can you give us a bit of an insight about the sort of things he does off the pitch, sort of behind the scenes? Because I imagine his leadership's been quite important.
Manchester United Promotion FC, like I said on your Twitter post. Yeah,
the main thing is he kind of sets a standard in terms of the way he trains, the way he prepares himself. He sets the example with his everything he does in and around the club and outside the club, and
But what Real
he tries
Madrid
to be a
do?
positive sort of influence
Yeah,
on
because they
everything.
have
Everyone's
elite, high
focusing on something.
standards.
And it hasn't been easy because he has been feeling the same as the other players, fatigue, and it's hard to kind of put that to one side as an individual because you're a leader and sort of try to transfer that positiveness to others. But I think for him, and I think some of the other guys have stepped up as well in this period. The fact that the players have kind of stuck together through that whole process, or that at no stage do they kind of splinter off or look to absolve any responsibility of
the buzzwords process.
So it's a testament to the fact that that there's a good bonding there that's been sort of laid down by Sonny and the other leaders.
Oh, that's brilliant, Kai.
Hopefully that gets a bit of help, like I said, with guys like Vic and Matters, who are on our leadership group.
Tessa would be
Romero's the other one.
class in that Real Madrid team, Josh, mate. Yeah, he would.
Did you sort of feel those, as captain, obviously having been here for so many years, that he sort of felt that sense of responsibility a bit more during this sort of difficult period?
I think, I'm sure he did, but that's the nature of leadership. There's no point taking on a leadership role if you don't want that responsibility. That's an essential core part of, leading people, is that, during tough times, you have to carry the extra load. Otherwise, you're better off not being in that position. So it's not easy, and it requires a lot of sort of discipline and internal sort of fortitude to make sure that you're constantly putting aside your own personal feelings for the better of the group.
Finish with Dan, please.
And just one more on Mickey, if I can. You said you're kind of seeing different people. Are you speaking to people from outside the club? Is that to kind of get expert?
Yes, on my football channel, mate. I'm going to be talking about West Ham tomorrow night.
Nice on that.
Yeah, we always are, but we've kind of had kind of people externally have a look at him and sort of
Chelsea should be
guidance and information.
Should buy anti-commerce for 50 million. Chelsea would pay that. Yeah, they would.
Like I said, as much of it around sort of not the injury, but just making sure that his body is better equipped to handle the kind of athlete he is.
How frustrating is it for him? Because I remember his interview after the Europa League game. He seemed so pleased to be back. I guess he's very frustrated.
Yeah, he was frustrated, but I had a good chat to him, and I just because he just wanted to. I guess he probably just wanted to keep going, but I just said to him, look, it's
I'll be on your football channel again, and tomorrow night. Then T-Docs, mate. Yeah.
This period will seem insignificant over the extra 2 or 3 weeks for the benefit, hopefully, of him, like I said, coming back and playing to levels. He's a big part of this football club, and not just for the now, but for the future as well. And it's in our interest. You always got to protect your assets, and he's a major asset of this football club. And his career is much more important than 1 or 2 weeks of just doing some extra work.
Good night, Sol.
At any point, have you worried that either Mickey or Kuti might need to...
Yeah, good night, Kai.
No, never close to. Neither of them ever been discussed. The injuries aren't... I don't know why people think I'm hiding stuff, and maybe, I don't know, I don't explain myself clearly. The injuries were the injuries. Kuti had a quad strain and Mickey had a hamstring. It wasn't like when Wilson did his hamstring, he had surgery. There was no issue there.
Bless the weekend, Josh. See you later. Thanks, good time.
But when you re-injure something, then there's invariably a more cautious approach. When it's somebody like Mickey, who's like I said, an extreme athlete, I think you need, in my experience, just take it a little bit further. But surgery is never ever entered any discussion with either player. Now, if we push them back early and they weren't ready, then that becomes a real issue, and we tried to avoid that. But it was never surgery at the end.
But you see, Manchester United have done this a couple of times. They've rushed players back from injury, and it's never ended well.
It was the injury. It was a hamstring. Kuti, it's a quad. And they're both, like I said, with Mickey, there's no issue around the injury anymore. It's just more about mechanics. With Kuti, it was just healing slower than we thought it would.
Okay, we'll end the broadcast section there. Move on to the embargoed section at 10:30 p.m. tonight. Tom? Sorry to...
And there we go. Right, so that was his press conference, Anders Postologus. Yeah, I found that interesting, and the way he was refusing to give anything away to the press and media was fantastic. Big up to Anders Postologus for that, man. I mean, he certainly wasn't giving anything away to the press and media. That's the way to go about it. Do not literally give anything away to the press and media, because literally, you know, they will have an absolute field day against you. So my advice is, do not give anything away. Just, you know, keep your mouth shut, and then they won't get an answer out of you, will they? It's as simple as that at the end of the day. Chelsea, like, get Brighton players. Yeah, they do, Adam. That's why, you know, Michael.Chelsea FC calls them the seagull merchants, because, you know, Brighton seem to sell players to Chelsea. So, yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, but, yeah, crazy. Absolutely crazy how these journalists ask such stupid questions. Right, anyway, let's get on to tearing this football club a new asshole about advertising merch, the retro merch. Who cares? Because we're actually in the shit on the pitch and off the pitch. Who cares about the retro merch? It's like you're more interested in advertising merch than winning out on the pitch. Let's get the narrative right here. Park Ji-sung or Bruno Fernandes. I mean, I loved Ji-sung Park. What a player he was, honestly. He was superb. I mean, he wasn't world class. He was certainly decent. Oops. Oh, there you go. We hit an error. What? Get out here, man. Well, they removed that post, didn't they? But anyway, who cares about retro merch? Because we got more problems out on the pitch than advertising retro merch. It's ridiculous. I know, shameless. This football club show no shame whatsoever. It's like, who cares? Here we go. The retro merch. Let's have a look at the prices. No, I do not want to buy the kits. Thank you. £100 for the jacket. That's ridiculous. And for the tracksuit bottoms as well. 85 quid. So altogether, you're nearly looking at 200 quid for that. I mean, what are we doing here? Seriously. £70 for a retro shirt, and for the shorts, 40 quid. I mean, you are charging absolute astronomical prices just for the shorts. What are we doing here? Seriously. £85 for a hoodie. And again, the tracksuit bottoms, 70 quid. But it's limited edition. And what? And what? Yeah? Literally, you think that's sustainable, charging the fans that much when we've been doing absolutely shit out onto the pitch? Get the fuck out of here, man. 85 quid? 45 quid. I mean, shameless. Absolute shameless. Yeah? Right. Wouldn't swing for the Manchester United PR team for that. That is an absolute disgrace, yeah? Charging them prices for retro merchandise. I mean, get the fuck out of here, man. Seriously. No way do the fans deserve that after the shit season we're having. Ridiculous. give the club the wooden scene again, Josh Slate. Yeah, there you go, Adam. Yeah, I will be down like 14. I will be watching it at some point. Yeah, because I'm not doing a lot, so I will be watching. Sir Jim McRold and his bald friend only one cycling with steroids and hasn't made nice any better. Been saying that from the start. Yeah, absolutely, Jay Lee. Thanks, mate. Couldn't agree with you more. You're spot on, mate. Yeah, you're welcome, Adam. I mean, who does the football club think it is charging that much money for merchandise? I mean, it's astronomical. Honestly, it's nowhere near sustainable. It's wrong at the highest level. What are we doing here? Seriously. But why are you angry? Because this football club show absolutely no shame whatsoever. I mean, charging that much for merch. You think I'm going to fucking pay that much? You can get the fuck out of here, honestly. I mean, no wonder why people turn to remake shirts and that and fake football shirts. Not that I support buying fake products, because I don't. But you refuse them. Yes, it's because I want people to see the quality in them, if they're any good or not. That's the only reason why I do it for my YouTube channel at the end of the day. But overall, I do not support buying fake products in any shape or form whatsoever. Just buy genuine tops, but if you don't want to give it to the football club, buy it off of eBay or something if you see it at a reasonable price. I mean, it's pathetic, honestly. I mean, the price of merchandise these days is ridiculous. It can get in the bin. Seriously, absolutely get in the bin. And again, the wooden spoon for the Manchester United PR team and whoever organised them prices show no shame whatsoever. Totally shameless. It sums this football club up in a nutshell. And we're finished. We're done. We're dusted. But be more positive, Mr. Joshy J. Look, I'm a realistic fan, and I know for sure that our football club is in big, big trouble. It's as simple as that. If we believed in the club, we would buy that. The prices don't match the performances. Facts. Spot on. Give them 2 wooden things, Josh. Right. Okay, I'll do that just for you, Adam. Yeah. 1 wooden spoon for the PR team and 1 wooden spoon for the financial department as well. Absolutely. Who the fuck does this football club think it is at the end of the day? I mean, who on earth is going to pay that sort of money? Yet they have the audacity as well to put up ticket prices. Fucking ridiculous, honestly. But stop swearing. No, this is my own YouTube channel. And I'll do what I jolly well please. You know, like I said, I'm completely unfiltered on this channel, you know. I literally don't give a fuck what I say. Because I will not be silenced at the end of the day. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get the narrative right. So, right. Let's have a look. Who shall we redirect to? Should we go with Flying Pig Gaming? Yeah. The legend. Big up for doing that, Josh, mate. Yeah, you're welcome, Adam. Yeah, we'll go with Flying Pig United Gaming, saying, there we go. I'm not paying that much money. Yeah, I don't blame you, Ratterstocks. No way am I paying that much money either. Anyway, we are redirecting to Flying Pig United Gaming. He's soon some FC25 and Ultra Team pack opening. So make sure when you head over to his YouTube channel, you put Mr. Joshy J Raid or Mr. Joshy J was the one who sent you over to his channel. You know, go and show him some love, yeah. Flying Pig United, you know, one of the most realistic, honest platform in this channel. They need to be called out every day. Yeah. See you in a bit, Joshy J. Geezer. Yep, I'll see you on your stream, Michael. I can't wait for that, mate. Stay tuned, mate. But anyway, Mr. Joshy J. Raid, make sure you're subbing to Flying Pig United Gaming and Flying Pig United. Thanks for watching. Good night.